Hey guys, it's Gabby. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be recreating some Pinterest Christmas nails, starting off with this really cute candy cane design. So getting right into it, I'm going to apply some base colors. My ring finger and middle finger will be white, my pinky and thumb red, and then my pointer finger green. For this look, I am using regular nail polish, which I kind of regret. I'll explain why later. But after that, I'm going to apply a top coat to my middle finger because we're going to be using striping tape later and I want that to completely dry. First, we're going to do the candy cane design on the ring finger. So to do this, I'm using a liner brush and then red nail polish. And I'm just going to create these little hook shapes around my nail. And in the picture, it really didn't have a certain way to place these. You can kind of just throw them anywhere, different directions, facing different ways. And how many you draw is really going to depend on, one, how big you draw the candy canes, and then also your nail length. So really up to you, but it already looks so cute. I love this design. Anyways, while that is drying, I'm going to grab a dotting tool and some green nail polish and just start making green dots, again, randomly on the nail. Just kind of place them wherever there was room, and then I'm going to switch back and finish off the candy canes. So for this, I'm using a white nail polish, and I'm just barely putting nail polish on the very tip of the brush and then making these little tiny dashes. And this was way easier than I expected, I do have to say. And it's nice because since it's white and the background is too, you can kind of go into it and nobody knows. So now I'm going to go back to that middle finger. By now it's dry, so I'm going to place my striping tape to create these stripes of a different candy cane nail. And you can fill it in like I am right here just by using the brush, or you can take a smaller brush and fill that in, which I'll show you guys in a second, but really up to you. The main thing is just to not go over where you see the tape, and then also to remove the tape as soon as you can. You do not want the nail polish to dry. That is really important. Also, on this one, I did have a little string of polish kind of sticking out of the side. So if that happens to you, you just grab a toothpick and gently push it back in. After finishing the green stripes, I'm pretty much going to repeat this whole process. So I applied more pieces of striping tape onto my nail, and this time I'm going to fill them in with red. Again, you want to work quickly and remove that tape before the nail polish dries. While I'm finishing this up, let me explain why I kind of regret using regular nail polish for this look. So with the candy canes, when you go to do the little white marks, you have to be so careful because red blends into white so easily. Like, it's not even funny. So you have to barely even touch on the candy cane. So that, and just constantly waiting in between steps, I just wasn't a huge fan of. But the main reason is this right here, the top coat. I was so stressed, you guys, to apply this top coat because if you don't know, red, white, and green are pretty much the worst colors to smear when you apply a top coat. So you have to be so careful. I made sure to push down the design, make sure it was dry, and then I barely hovered my top coat over, but it worked out. It's fine. I still like it. This is the final look glossy, and then here it is with a matte top coat. Next is this red snowflake mani that I love. I have literally seen this everywhere. Pinterest, TikTok, Pinterest. I've seen it a lot. So we're going to recreate it. Again, I'm going to start off with some base colors. Everything is red except for my middle finger, and that's also the nail we're going to start with because it's this really pretty French tip snowflake situation. So we're going to start by creating the tip. Here you have a few options. You can use one of those French tip sticker guides. You could use a liner brush. You could just use the polish brush like I am right here. And I am using gel nail polish for this design because after that first design, I was like, nope, I'm switching back to gel. Lately, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but lately I have been loving gel nail art. I don't know where the change happened, but that's pretty much all I've been using, and I like it. I'm enjoying it. Anyways, I did 2 coats of this. It could have almost used a 3rd coat, but I knew a snowflake was going to cover most of the nail, so I didn't worry about it. And now we're going to get into drawing the snowflake. So I'm going to use my liner gel collab. I will have this link down below for you guys. And I'm just going to start drawing the snowflake. The nice thing is gel is so forgiving, so if you mess up, you could just take a brush and some rubbing alcohol and just wipe it away. So that's what I did, especially when trying to figure out how thick I wanted my lines, because I started off making them pretty thin, as you can see, and then I was like, I don't really like this. So I went back and I made them a little bit thicker, which I definitely think made it look better. Also, I realized really quickly that I did not have as much space on my nail compared to the picture because of the length and also the shape. So that definitely made it a little bit more challenging. Still worth it because it turned out really cute. So it's like, okay, fine. After drawing the main snowflake lines, I'm gonna go in and draw these little lines that connect to make that triangle shape in between each of the two lines. I hope that makes sense. It's better explained if you just watch it. Again, if you mess up, you could take a brush and rubbing alcohol and wipe it off before you cure it. After you cure it, you are kind of stuck with it, so keep that in mind. Also, I didn't show it on camera, but I am curing my nail underneath my lamp as I go. So once I get a few lines here and there, I'll just put it under my lamp just to make sure I don't accidentally bump it or anything. And that's just a method that seems to work for me. To finish the snowflake, I'm going to grab a dotting tool again and just add dots to the end of each line. After curing that under my lamp, I'm going to apply my gel top coat, and then this is optional, but I did add the little gem in the center of the snowflake, and I just used some nail glue to attach the gem, held it down a little bit, and it was good to go. Next, we are going to do the sweater nail on the pointer finger, so I already applied my matte top coat because that helps give you that textured look, and then I'm going to take the same base color and draw my design. So it looks like this one was just a really simple sweater nail, 2 lines, and then you have the little dashes on the side and then the cable knit sweater print in the middle. So did the same thing. You can really do whatever here if you want to change it up, add polka dots, really whatever you want. Either way, I think this is just one of those designs that looks so cool. I love this technique. You guys will definitely be seeing this more. I actually just did this for a different upcoming Christmas video. Just putting that out there. But one thing to keep in mind for this design, you want to make sure the lines that you're drawing don't bleed into each other, because then it's going to look like a blob when we move to the next step. So once you are done drawing your design, you're going to need some clear acrylic powder. I'm going to be using the Valentino Crystal Clear Acrylic, and this is what's going to give you that texture. So while it's still wet, before you cure it, you're just going to dump it onto the nail, make sure to cover the entire design, and then put it underneath your lamp. After it is cured, you're going to take a fan brush or just a regular fluffy brush and brush up that excess powder, and it's going to reveal that nice sweater print. This is my favorite part about doing the design. I think it's so much fun, and it's just like a reveal, you know? Here, I'm just taking a makeup sponge and rubbing alcohol and really removing any excess powder that may still be there. And this is the final look on camera. I think it doesn't look as good under my lighting. In person, it looks a lot better, but you'll be able to see it better in the pictures. And then for my ring finger, I'm just placing little dots of nail glue and then gems over that. In the picture, it did have one, but I decided I wanted more sparkles. Here is the final look. I didn't end up doing the candy cane just because I really liked how simple that plain glitter gel looked. So skipped it, but I still really love how it turned out. So let me know what you guys think, which look was your favorite, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.